Guys and girls, I normally get my toys from Adam and Eve, and right now they have a deal going on where if you type in Band C into the offer code box, you get crazy free gifts. You get 10 tantalizing free gifts. That's one item for him, that's one item for her, one item for both of you to enjoy, 6 free movies, free spicy movies, I should say, plus free shipping. That's 10 gifts. And not to mention, on any one item, you get 50% off. That's a crazy deal. So all you have to do is type in BANDC, that's BANDC, offer code BANDC at checkout on adamandeve.com. You get all of that.
Hey, Ride or Dies. Don't forget to follow us on social media. On YouTube, we're Bondage and Clyde. On Twitter, we're at Bondage Clyde. On Instagram, we're Bondage and Clyde 1. And on email, we're bondageandclyde1@gmail.com.
Some men, they have so much heat and intensity in their penis.
Hey guys, this is Tylor Johnson.
And this is Kelsey Cummings.
And you're listening to episode 12 of Bondage and Clyde.
Yes, we are on the second episode of season 2.
Man, time is flying by really quickly.
It really is.
Making these episodes is getting easier and we're getting better with quality, so I'm enjoying it.
Yes, definitely. And I want to shout out some of our listeners today. We got a lot of new listeners from around the country and around the globe. So I just want to give them a quick little shout out.
All right, let's see where they're from.
This week we got Ashburn, Virginia, Woking, Surrey, Stuttgart, Baden-Württemberg, Alliance, Ohio, Athens, Attica, and Pfaffenhofen an der Ilm, Bavaria.
I'm going to bet everything I own that she mispronounced that.
Hey, just give me a little bit of grace. If I mispronounce it, I still love you. Charge it to my heart, not my head. Or what is it the opposite of that?
I think it's probably the opposite.
Okay. Charge it to something. Just don't.
Your heart was in the right place.
My heart was in the right place. I love y'all, and thanks for listening and tuning in.
Yeah, it's kind of cool seeing where everybody's from. Especially some of those odd places that we never thought we'd get listeners at, so.
Definitely. There's a lot of cities in the U.S. I had never heard of.
Right.
But, hey, y'all are making your statement.
Cool. Hey, baby, how'd you like that new gift I got you?
Baby, I absolutely loved it. And I loved how it was so discreet.
It is super discreet, right? I love how it came in a nice vegan leather travel bag. Like, it looked like a purse.
It really did. And really, it's small, but it has a lot in it. I mean, it has a mask, a whip, a paddle, a collar with a leash, wrist cuffs, and ankle cuffs. I feel like this is the perfect surprise gift for any couple.
Honestly, for us, we like to try a lot of different toys and gifts, but this really is high quality. The Jimmy Jane Fascination Kit, the 7-piece Fascination Kit is definitely worth it. Go check it out, guys. All right, so we're going to go into the quickie.
Let's go, the quickie.
The quickie. So, Kelsey, you got a new guy. What's going on there?
Yes, I have a new guy. This seems like the story every week.
I know, it seems like every episode there's a new guy.
But it's all in good fun, This guy, we're going to lovingly call him 8-Pack.
Okay, 8-Pack. I'm going to use my imagination on what that means.
Yeah, you can guess, why that is his name. But he's very interesting because he is in an open marriage. And usually when I'm talking to someone new, they don't quite understand the type of relationship that I'm in. But he has, a unique perspective because he's done the same thing. So it's just interesting to hear from him and like how things are going in his marriage and compare it to, our relationship.
Right. Gotcha. Yeah, so it seems that usually you have to answer a bunch of questions up front, and this guy's probably like, all right, speeding right on past all that.
Exactly. And he and his wife have been open for 3 years.
Right.
They have been together for much longer, but been doing the open thing for 3 years. So yeah, he gets it. And he's just he wasn't like you said, he didn't ask too many questions about it in the beginning because he knows.
Right.
So far so good. Seems like an easygoing guy, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
So that was a quick introduction of new guy in this week's quickie.
Right. So I'm sure in the following weeks there'll be some action packed, I guess, events happening with your new guys, newcomers.
Right, and I definitely want to say Black Ops is still in the picture.
Right.
He has not gone anywhere. If you tuned into the last episode, you're like, wait, didn't you just, have a new guy named Black Ops? I still have Black Ops.
Player.
Player from the Himalayas.
Exactly.
Shout out to Martin.
All right. So after quickie, wanted to get into after quickie, we're gonna get into dirty talk.
Yes, and as y'all know, that is my favorite segment. I say that every week. And this week we got a listener who emailed us, and I'm gonna let Baby explain this one.
All right. So we're gonna call listener Miss Hammerhead.
Hammerhead.
Yeah.
All right.
What? Hammerhead Shark.
Okay, I got you.
So.
Shark Week just passed, by the way.
I did. See?
Look at that.
On time. So, when her question is, or her statement goes, when me and my man are having sex, he likes to be in control.
Shocker.
Right. I enjoy being submissive, but I'm wondering if I should at least rock back on his dick, or should I just stay still? So I'm guessing she's wondering, is there some things she's supposed to be doing to aid, or she's unsure what to do.
Got it. I definitely can relate to this, because when you're dealing with aggressive men or men who like to be in control, it's hard to know what to do. Am I supposed to just be sitting here, or am I supposed to be active? Trying to get the upper hand sometimes. What am I supposed to be doing? I get that. I can definitely relate.
From my perspective, it just depends on the position. So, some positions, I guess we need to speak in terms of, are we trying to increase the pleasure for you, or increase the pleasure for the guy involved?
But what if she wants it to be equal pleasure?
Equal pleasure, I would say, I can't speak for the woman. I really can't. I can just say if you're.
So what's pleasurable for you?
So we'll have to agree on what works.
Okay.
So say I'm hitting it from the back.
All right.
You rocking back and forth can feel good.
Mm-hmm.
If if I'm sitting still, that makes it feel better if you're rocking back and forth, because we're both going in and out on each other. One, I lose focus, and two, is
wait, you lose focus when she's rocking back?
If I'm rocking back, and if you're rocking back into me, and I'm thrusting at the same time, I can lose focus and rhythm.
Okay, so what are you then focusing on?
Huh?
You lose focus, so what are you focusing on then?
Focusing on hitting a certain spot, or it makes it harder to hit the same spot or be in the same position, because you're moving and I'm moving, so it's we kind of miss. So. Got
it. So. Okay, so wait, what is she asking now? She's wondering, should she do?
What should she be doing? You should be talking to him and asking him.
Pretty much. I mean, that it's hard to say what he likes without knowing him,
Right.
But so Mrs. Hammerhead, I would suggest just kind of open the conversation, open the lines of communication a little bit, because it might be weird to try to ask these questions while you're having sex, but just choose a different time when you guys aren't having sex and then bring it up.
I will say that there's, just from my perspective where I started is when you're laying on your back and wearing a missionary or something like that, in that position, I prefer you to stay still. There's not really a whole lot of I get from the woman moving around in missionary.
So you want a dead body?
Yeah, essentially a dead body. Yes, dead body. Don't move your legs. Just be a willing participant.
Okay.
What position do you want to move around a lot in? You like to move around in?
I actually like to move around in doggy, and I like to move around when we're on the side.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I get what she's saying as far as like sometimes you just don't know, like, does it feel good to you when I do that, or is it distracting?
Right.
You know, so it's tough to say, but I would just say really it just all comes down to communication. So just talk to him. I'm sure he would be happy to let you know, like, hey, this feels good, or hey, this doesn't feel good. And so the next time you guys go at it, you know, you'll be on the same page.
I want to ask a follow-up. What position for you feels good to sit still?
You asking me or you asking Miss Hammerhead?
I'm asking you.
Oh.
Well, she can't respond to me right now.
I mean, she can email us back.
She could.
But what feels good to me to sit there?
Yeah. Which position you just like to lay still and be like, just enjoy it? You prefer to be a dead body?
I guess this is weird, but I mean, all of them. I mean, it's there's something to say when you're just there, just getting your rocks off. Like sometimes you just don't need to move. Mm-hmm. I feel like I would be okay not moving in all of the positions.
Right.
But I would also be okay moving.
Okay.
I think it just depends on what he likes. I'm okay either way.
Okay.
So that's why it's, for me, you know, like I would be okay with whatever you decide in this because I'm still gonna feel
right. So if you're tied up and
right, if I'm tied up, I can't move anyway.
You can't move anyway, then you still enjoy it. So there you go.
But if I'm free from the shackles.
You like to rock back and forth.
I like to rock back and forth. Okay. So
all
yeah,
right.
so I would say communicate. What's your final word?
Definitely communicate, and yeah, I would say communicate because there's a chance that he may think you're already a dead body, and he might not like that. And
that is true. He may like, all right, why is she not moving? Am I the only one participating in this thing?
Right. He may think you're out of. Like you're not enjoying it as much, so you never
right.
know.
So yeah, just ask him, and then email us back. Let us know how it goes.
All right, cool.
And if you are interested in emailing us, you can email us at bondageandclyde1@gmail.com.
Or you can leave a comment on our YouTube, Bondage and Clyde.
And then after you leave that comment, subscribe and like the video. You can't just eat and leave.
You can't just have a YouTube video without saying, please comment, subscribe, and like the video. Hit that bell for the notification. You can't just have a YouTube video. You can't
have one. Exactly.
Yeah, you got to run it down at every video.
It's like they just coming and eating at the barbecue and leaving like, oh, Tony said he wanted a plate, and they're making Tony a plate, but then they didn't leave nothing. They didn't bring no pop or no plates or nothing. What? I said pop. Y'all know I'm from the Midwest.
This girl.
All right. That concludes Dirty Talk this week, and now we're going to move on to the big
That actually sounds
good. You like that. All right. What is the big O about this week?
This week we found we happened upon a funny video by or I guess it's a seminar or some sort
by Alexyss Tylor.
Alexyss Tylor.
If you have not seen this video, look it up on YouTube. You will thank us.
Yes. She is a sexologist or sex therapist or something.
All of the above.
Something.
She's got a bunch of degrees and stuff.
Yes. So
allegedly.
We're not here to discredit anyone.
We're not. I'm just saying I haven't verified.
All right. But what's funny about the video from a high level is she is very explicit about everything she talks about. I wasn't going to say a particular thing, but everything she talks about, she's extremely explicit throughout the video.
Exactly. And it's explicit for us. We are, I would say, kind of explicit anyway. And even for us, we were like, whoa.
Yeah, it catches you off guard because you're not expecting that sort of language in this setting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's like, whoa. Like, she didn't even give you any warning. Just went in dry.
And then the other part that's so funny about the video is her I guess accent.
Yeah.
Or her pronunciation.
I'm sure y'all heard it at the beginning of this video.
Yeah.
That was Alexyss Tylor.
Some men, they have so much heat and intensity in their penis.
Yeah. And she enunciates and uses her entire
Mouth.
being.
Her entire being.
Her entire being when she says certain words, and it's hilarious.
She said, "There's so much heat in the penis."
Yes.
Say it.
Some men have so much heat radiating from their penis that, oh my God.
The way she says it is just so funny.
Oh my goodness. But she does make some good points in there. And I think because it's about, I think the seminar or the show is called Vagina Power.
No, it was called Penis Power.
Well, I mean like the whole show. I think the video is called Penis Power.
Oh.
But at the end she talks about the penis power. I mean,
Over
vagina power, whatever. Power
Okay.
Vagina or something.
Yeah.
So you guys can look that up. But we want to just talk about some of the points she made. Because she, in her own way,
Made some good points.
made some solid points.
All right. What I want to talk about first from the video, I'm going to go out of order a little bit.
Okay.
Is that okay?
All right.
I'm going to talk about, at one point, she said, "Don't let every man hit the bottom of your
To
vagina."
brag about. You remembers. That's why I was saying the other show, don't let every man hit the bottom of your vagina, the root of your vagina.
But they don't know about the bottom. They don't know about the bottom.
Yeah, that bottom one. But see, every man may not know because he might not have a penis to really know how to hit that bottom or how to lift to hit that bottom and work that middle. With a woman, she spread her legs wide and she starts screaming, saying, "Yeah, daddy, that's it." Or she might start cursing or screaming out all types of profanities because he done hit the bottom.
And then the other woman, she also reiterated saying they don't know about the bottom.
It was a lady in the background.
Right. So tell me, what is the bottom of the vagina? Tell me about that.
It basically is the back of the vagina. Like, you can't go any further.
Right.
And what she's saying is, like, if a guy is hitting that, it's probably good. And it's probably, you're probably really involved with this person. Because I feel like if you're just getting it in, doing a quickie rope, like something quick, you're probably not focusing on the back of the vagina. But after you had sex several times, he's probably explored that area. Yeah. So I just feel like what she's saying is, like, you can't let every man do everything to you if he's not even important.
But I mean, if he's got a big dick, he's gonna hit the back, right?
I mean, but you can't, like, that is a good point. That's a good point, but I think she was saying, like, just, you can't let him play with you. Like, you can't, unless, so basically, okay, so say he does have a big dick. Well, don't let him inside of you then until you're ready or you're sure about this guy. Because if you're not, then you're going to get hooked to him and then he doesn't care two cents about you. I think that's what her point was. Okay. Like, don't just let somebody do that and then what did she say? She said something like he wouldn't buy you a $2.99 something.
Yeah, shrimp from Long John Silver's or something.
She literally said that in the video, which is hilarious. But it's like, that's true. If he's not even going to buy anything for you or spend any type of money on you, then he shouldn't be hitting the back of that vagina or the bottom of the vagina.
Yeah, so sorry about that. We had to check out for 1 second. The computer had some more issues. Crazy. But, all right, so I guess we'll pick it up where we were talking about, like, so you don't let the guy hit the bottom of the vagina?
No, you don't, because basically you'll get hooked, and if he's not even serious about you, that is a bad recipe.
So is that a real thing? You get hooked if a guy's hitting the bottom, if he's in it?
No, I think it's it increases the chances of that happening.
Oh, okay.
Not like every single time, but it's more than likely if he's doing that, then it's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. My baby likes it deep. She likes it deep. All right, so, like, what was another good point she made in the video?
Another good point she made was she said love, orgasm, and penis are all separate entities. And I think that's a good point, because if you learn how to compartmentalize those things, then you won't get caught up.
Right. So like, if you got like a side dude, which you shouldn't have side dude probably,
Probably shouldn't.
unless you're in an open relationship.
Correct.
But you won't get hooked and do things out of character if you are able to say, look, the penis is just a penis. I can leave that, and I can still get my orgasms, and I understand that penis and that orgasm is not love.
Right, and just because someone gave you an orgasm doesn't mean they love you. And that sounds like a pretty simple concept, but once you're in it and you're involved with someone, you know, sometimes the lines are blurred. But but if you can recognize the difference between those three things, then I feel like, you won't be a girl that's out here getting played, as she put it.
Yeah. Funny.
Did you like any of the points that she made?
Let's see. I would say the predator mode thing is a real thing. So like, there's a period in my life where I felt like I was living to ejaculate. Like, you just out here,
Just wake up, ejaculate, and go to bed?
wake up, trying to find a woman to ejaculate with, and that's like almost like a full-time job. Like, you really are trying to meet people. You're really trying to get it in. Like,
Because the man that is living to ejaculate, he's in a predator mode. And when a man is in a predator mode, he's going to look for the weaknesses of a woman that's lonely. Her vagina is cold. She's laying.
you're not really serious about getting to know people. You're not trying to settle down. It's all about, like, how can I get this woman in the bed? That's it.
So, I guess, when did you come up out of that lifestyle? Or
I would say I swung back and forth like a pendulum into that lifestyle.
oh, so it still affects you.
There's like the settled, and then you swing back into like, all right, I'm just having fun, because it may come like after a serious relationship breaks up. Like, you have a breakup and you're like, all right, I'm in the dog mode. Like, you just like something, you met heartbroken or whatever, and you might just go out here and I'm just trying to have sex. I'm not serious about anybody. I just want to have sex right now. Like, that's basically, it could be. So there's been periods where, like, all right, say in college, I might have a moment where I didn't pursue anybody for a year, and then I might go for a semester or something where I'm just trying to meet people, and then I might go another semester where I'm like serious about school, and I saw somebody or want to meet somebody very specific, and I want to date that person, and I'll get serious about that. So it just swings. It may be a period in your life where you want to be in predator mode, and then you might swing into like, hey, I'm actually chilling out on that, and I just really want to meet somebody and have a significant other.
Right, and I think the reason that this woman brought that up is, again, she just was telling women, I guess, to just be aware that, like, if you're with a man that, he's in predator mode or whatnot, then you can't expect much. Because if his only goal is to just have sex, then that's not going to be like a long-term relationship, most likely.
Right.
So, so again, it was funny how she put it, but she's spitting facts.
Yeah. Have you been able to, or I'm sure you have, been able to identify someone in predator mode? Like,
absolutely.
Like, they meet you and say, hey, how you doing? And then
their conversation immediately goes to sex. And then that's when I'm turned off. Because I'm like, you can't talk about anything else. Like, there's so much stuff to talk about. There's aliens. I'm just kidding. But I'm just saying, like, there's so many interesting things to talk about. I'm a nerd, and I, like to talk about animals, or I like to talk about, different books or movies that I read, and, there's just so much.
Right.
And if the only thing that your conversation revolves around is sex, that bores me. Right. And I'm immediately like, all right, this is what this guy's intention is. And sometimes that's what my intention is.
Right.
But if you're on the other side of it, like you're looking for something serious, and it's easy to identify if that's what That's what they're thinking about.
Right.
As a single lady, I feel like most of them can relate to that.
Right. And I think so at some point there wouldn't be this seminar if there were at some point women get fooled, even though there's the guys in predator mode. He puts on the facade, and women just fall for that.
Oh yeah, if a guy if he's a smooth talker, and if he is experienced, he might have a way with words, and it's easy to fool some women. But like I feel like if you're focusing on the guy's actions, then you won't be fooled.
Yeah.
Because everybody, you can say anything. I can say, I can fly, but that doesn't matter until I go outside and show you that I can fly.
Yeah, if the guy is inviting you out to dates, that's different than a guy who is like insistent on coming to visit over your house.
Especially late at night.
Yeah, timing and everything makes, the guy is trying to just get to know you. It'll feel like he's trying to get to know you.
Exactly. If he's legitimately interested, then you'll know that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not just, your name isn't even saved in his phone or saved as something like booty call or something, and or you have never met anybody. He's never taken you out in public anywhere. Yeah. Those are all signs.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. All right, so what let me see. What else was she saying?
One of the things she said, which was kind of funny, it said he's screwing her into slavery, using the penis to break her ass down.
And she said that with such intensity.
She said, break her ass down.
Yes, she did. All right, so.
So, I mean, that those are strong words.
Have you ever felt like you were hooked on someone where. Have you ever felt like you were just hooked on someone where they would kind of could drag you around on?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sure you can figure that out.
Who was this? What happened?
Crazy.
Oh, but
well, not.
Hey, you weren't hooked to his dick though.
No, I was hooked to him.
Okay.
But not his dick. So that's like a bad example.
We're gonna try again. Here we go. All right.
Okay.
Have you ever been hooked to someone's penis to where you felt like they could lead you around? Like
briefly.
Okay.
Because I would like to consider myself an expert in the game at this point.
All right.
But there was a time where I was young and naive, and I think it was easy to like all I needed was the dick. Mm-hmm. So if I'm upset about something, or if if he wants me to do something, he'll just give me the dick and everything is fine.
Yeah? Who is this? Do I know this one?
Well, no.
I haven't heard about this one.
I'm trying to think.
Dang.
Oh God, here we go.
All right, go ahead.
I'm really trying to think. Have I? Well, no.
This is in college.
No. You do know. What am I talking about? No. This is arena football player.
Oh, this isn't not tattoo, right?
Not tattoo.
Okay.
This is the one who had the kid.
Oh yeah. Okay. Got you.
Him.
Okay.
I feel like the only connection that we had was sex.
Okay.
And that quote unquote relationship should never happen.
Right.
Because that was the only thing that we connected on.
Yeah.
He our personalities were different, and his habits were different. Like everything about him was different.
Right.
But just he had a really good dick, and had me hooked.
Wow.
So that was it.
For about 2 months.
And I got my act together.
Wow. Now I didn't know you was hooked like that. That's crazy.
I mean, because I did mention to you that it was just.
Yeah, you mentioned it was like a sexual relationship, but I didn't know it was like transcendent. I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah, so you have heard about him. I'm not that bad of a person.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna continue to learn about each other. It doesn't matter.
I know, but I didn't want to make it seem like I got 100 different people out here. It might be 99. It's not 100.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, so let me flip the script on you. Have you been addicted to someone's pussy?
Oh yes.
Oh, well, who was this?
Oh, the first time I had sex, I was like, yo, this is what sex is, and like, yeah. I was
So
like,
were you addicted to pussy in general or her pussy? Well, you didn't have any other pussy.
I didn't have anything to compare it to, so
yeah,
I was
okay,
just
so-
addicted to her.
Yeah, you didn't have anything.
I just addicted to what happened to me just now.
Okay.
So I would say that.
Any other time that wasn't your first?
Let's see. Have I been to it addicted where? No. No. After that, yeah, nobody's. No. No.
All right. Well, I guess you're not being screwed into slavery.
No, yeah, I don't know why, but I wonder. I'm sure that happens to several guys out there, but just for me, no, nobody. I've just felt like I would like do after having sex with them would do something out of character or felt like I could be screwed into slavery or nothing like that. Like felt broken down and like I needed it. Nah, nothing like that. I just like I enjoyed it, and of course I might call him back or something like that, but nothing crazy.
Another thing that was brought up in this video, there was a woman in the background, which we had referenced.
Right.
But she was so funny because she kept, she was confused about a lot of the topics that Alexyss was talking about. She kept saying, like at one point Alexyss was talking about the rabbit, which is the female stimulant,
It's like a toy.
like a toy. And the lady in the back had never heard of it, and she was like, a jackrabbit.
Throughout the day, and you could be having orgasm.
Jackrabbit.
That one of them I know they call. I knew some girls. That was their favorite partner. That was their favorite best buddy to keep in their pocketbook.
But see, I go back to when I was a little girl being raised in the country. Jackrabbit jump from
Yeah,
here to
we ain't
there.
talking about the rabbits out.
No, I ain't talking about no real rabbit jump. But a rabbit in nature jump from here to there, just constantly moving.
Yes, and they say that they have taken that same concept of the rabbit jumping from here to there, and the design of
A jackrabbit? What is
So
that?
growing up as a small girl in the country, the jackrabbit jumped from here to there, and then
She was like, no, not a real rabbit.
he's like,
a
this
mechanical.
this one jumps back and forth on your clit. That's what.
It was just funny because she just represented like maybe like a bit of an older
Yeah.
woman that she's not hip to all this new stuff, and it just was funny. Like she represented that perspective,
Right.
and like at the end of the video, she was like, "I gotta stay prayed up because I know what's out there now."
Exactly. Alicia just enlightened her on how there's some dudes that they control you with the dick.
The penis power.
Wow.
It was just funny. She just seemed like somebody's grandma or something.
Right. That is crazy. I was gonna say too about that whole jackrabbit thing. If you go to Adam and Eve, you can get a
Hey.
vibrator, a dildo. You can get any toy that you need, and you can get 10 free gifts. 10 free gifts, guys.
That's a gift for him, a gift for her, a gift for both of y'all. And what else? What else you get?
6 free spicy movies, and you get all that with free shipping.
That is a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of stuff. All you got to do is use our offer code.
BANDC. That's BANDC. Use that in the little offer box when you're about to check out, and then you get all of that stuff. Like this is a deal that you cannot turn down.
Oh, and did I mention that you get any one item, you can get it for 50% off as well. BANDC, offer code. Don't forget it.
One more time. If you already forgot, it's BANDC.
BANDC. There you go. There you go.
Exactly.
But back to it.
Back to it. After you buy your jackrabbit.
Exactly.
Back to it. And I felt like that was a good part of the video, having her in the background.
So, I guess you were talking about you got hooked on somebody before. So I guess that one time she said sexually, mentally, and emotionally attached to the penis. I guess you felt that way. For a little bit, for a short period.
For a short period, yeah. Yeah, but you have to be. I don't know if I was mentally attached. I would say sexually and emotionally attached, not mentally. I'm mentally attached to Tylor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never felt like that with anybody else. So that's a different. I understand what that means now.
Yeah.
But at one point, I would say I was sexually and emotionally attached to someone's penis.
Okay.
But that's dangerous when you got the emotions involved, because if he does something that I guess contradicts like how you feel about him, then you could be hurt.
Right.
But I think at this stage where I am now, it's difficult to get sexually and emotionally attached just because I'm able to compartmentalize everything.
Yeah, being able to discern between love, orgasm, and penis is important out there, women. You got to be able to tell the difference.
Yeah, men too.
Yeah.
Just switch the organ.
Yeah.
Substitute pussy when we're talking about
Yeah.
penis. Yeah, definitely.
And I would say nowadays too, I would say that was more applicable back then, but maybe would you say nowadays that's changed at all, or you think women are still getting that confused?
I think there's way more women that are more open, or not open, but more free when it comes to their sex life.
Right.
Like maybe, 30 years ago or 20 or 30 years ago, women were less promiscuous. I feel like there are way more women that are promiscuous now. I feel like that increases every year. But I still think women deal with the same issues.
Right.
Even though they're out here, a lot of them have just different emotional things that they've never addressed. And so it just keeps happening.
Right.
So I think that still stays the same. Women are a lot more just out here in these streets. But like, they're still being sexually, mentally, and emotionally attached to someone's penis.
Oh, wow.
Just more, it's probably more penises than just, what would you say?
I would agree with that. I would say that women sexuality is more free now, and women are as promiscuous as men are, and they have, by I guess in lieu of that, or to go with that, they've already, I guess it's kind of built in that you discern between those things now, because you have more, I guess, more experience. You're getting more experience more quickly, so you don't get necessarily hooked to one thing. And you see with the dating apps and things, you can move quickly. You can get to the next guy a lot more easily, and you don't have to just settle for. You don't ever feel like you need to settle, because the next guy is just one swipe away. So
do you think that the dating apps have made dating more difficult or easier?
I think it's made it. I think it hasn't made it easier or harder. I think it's changed it where beforehand you would meet less people and settle more, where now you meet more people and don't settle, and it still takes you the same amount of time to meet the right person, because you still ain't met the right person yet.
Interesting. I definitely think the dating apps have made dating more difficult.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Obviously, you have more options, which is good. However, it's like you mentioned a few minutes ago, it's just so much easier to give up because you just know that there's 10 other guys waiting in your inbox. I feel like back in the day, there weren't that many options, so you were more likely to, I guess, be happy with what you have, more so than.
Yeah.
Now I just like whatever.
I said settle, but you're saying grateful. You're more likely to be grateful, or
Yeah, because
for what
you just
you
don't
have.
know what else is out there. Like, you know how they say, like, you can't miss something you never had? Like, you're not aware
Right.
that there's 90 other guys in your community. But I think you were just it was more likely that you just be happy or satisfied with what you have.
Right.
Versus now, it's just that doesn't exist.
I wonder. All
It
right.
depends. Let us know what you think. Do you think that dating apps have made dating easier or harder?
Also, do you think that women are emotionally and mentally stronger nowadays versus when this video probably came out 15 to 20 years ago? Do you feel like with modern technology and the complexities of today with technology and social media, are women more, I guess, independent or strong, so they don't fall for the pitfalls of men taking advantage of them?
Right. Like I said, I think it's still the same.
Then women are still getting taken advantage of.
Of course. And it's just 2021. But the games are the same.
The games are the same, but I think probably less women are falling for it and getting hooked and getting used. Maybe.
That might be true. I don't know. It's just tough to say. I do think women are just a lot more.
What about your friends? Do you feel like they're
out here?
They're out here, so you feel like any of them would get dragged around by a penis?
No, I'm thinking of the Jays, for example. One of them is just too smart to just be getting dragged around. And then the other one, well, now that I think about it, again, one of them does fall for a lot of shenanigans that I feel like she shouldn't be falling for at this point. Like, her issue is she dates the same guy over and over again, and she expects different results.
Yeah.
Like, literally every guy she dates is the same, and they all cheat on her.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you told
But
me that.
yeah, I think she's just attracted to a certain type of guy, and
they
she
cheat
just keeps finding him again and again and again.
She digs him out every time.
Yeah, so I just like, you got to get it together, like, because, you know, she'll call and she'll complain and cry and do all these things, and I'm just like, stop dating this same guy over and over again, like the same red flags that he has. The last guy had these same red flags. So I just feel like she has to get out of this hamster wheel.
Yeah.
Like, she needs to date somebody she would never date to just maybe just throw off the algorithm.
What does the
don't know.
What does the guy? Because we talked about the predator mode and these guys that are use and abuse.
Say the whole quote, because I don't know if we ever read the whole predator mode quote.
Oh, the man that is living to ejaculate is in predator mode, and I'll put the clip in here so you got to get a little bit of context of what she's saying. So yeah.
But what was the point you were making about the predator mode?
You made me forget. You made me recite the whole.
Sorry. I just wanted the listeners to know what we were talking about.
I'm trying to remember. So, guys that are in predator mode, what do they look like? Since you said she falls for that person who's in predator mode all the time, what do they look like? Since you've seen it a few times now.
Describe
the guy.
The guy is a playboy, and I just feel like
what's their careers? What's a playboy typically doing?
In certain cities across the United States, it varies. But I would say they all drive a Charger. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Does somebody we both know drive a Charger?
Correct.
Aha! All right. Anyway, go ahead. Continue on.
And you know, it's the truth.
I don't know anything about them, so.
Listen. Well, they all drive a Charger. They all, like, I don't know, like you just know it when you see it. They have a lot of female friends. they're, you know, I don't know.
Are they conceited? Are they into their looks?
They're very into their looks. Yes. They're taking more selfies than you are. That is what you call a pretty boy. Mm-hmm. And I don't like pretty boys.
No. And you did not land a pretty boy.
Okay, he's lying. I wish y'all could see his face. Like,
she doesn't want a pretty boy, but now she's saying she got a pretty boy.
he's pretty, but he's not a pretty boy.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I get you.
Like your face is pretty.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make you a pretty boy. A pretty boy is always in the mirror. Mm-hmm. Like I can't even have my time in the mirror because you in it.
Right.
And that is what I'm saying. So all her guys are very into themselves. They always have a lot of female friends, quote unquote, you know, and you don't know the backstory to all these women. And then they drive a Charger. That's just it.
And for the people,
she dates him over and over again.
And for the people who are not in the United States or not familiar with the Dodge Charger, it is the quintessential fuckboy mobile. Exactly.
Look it up, and you'll be like, "Oh, I'm sure some fuckboys in Germany or in where is it? Queensland,
Australia.
And you know all these places."
Yeah, so they know they're all the
or if it's not the Charger, let us know what car they drive over there, which is like the same.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to hear that.
Yeah, the generic Playboy car.
Yes. Oh so that is the guy. I'm sure you got a visual now of that guy. You know that guy. Mm-hmm. He either went to your high school, you know, or you might be dating him.
Oh gosh.
Or you might be a guy who drives a Charger. Let us know. Did you feel offended by my comment? If you drive a Charger and you're not a fuckboy, email us. Let us know. I want to talk to you. We might do a call-in one day, and I want to talk to you. You drive a Charger and you're not a fuckboy. You are a unicorn.
But yeah, so I was wondering too about the whole hit the bottom thing. When was the last time you got your bottom hit?
The last time we had sex.
Oh yeah, you got your bottom hit?
You hit my bottom every single time.
You like the bottom?
And that's why I said I do.
I do. Okay.
He's blushing.
Ooh.
Ladies, I wish you could see this.
You can't see it.
He is so fine.
That's what she's saying.
I can't even speak right now.
Mm-hmm. You guys should see the gaps in her teeth from her lying through.
Oh, God. Listen. Anyway, the back of the thing. See, so so do you usually hit the back of the pussy? Like, is that a normal thing for you?
I don't know, because I don't have a pussy. I can't tell if I'm hitting the back or not.
But they never told you?
No, I've never heard that.
Wow.
Until I heard about this.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you should be talking. You were with some mutes.
Yeah, nobody's had the sexual conversations with me to tell me what I was hitting or whatnot.
That makes sense.
What's going on.
I guess you never had the conversation, so.
Right, yeah.
There's no.
And I didn't know to have the conversation. So.
You live and you learn.
Yeah.
Now you know.
Now I know. I'm hitting the back of this one.
He's hitting more than that.
Mm-hmm.
He's like in the stomach.
Oh, yeah? She likes it, guys.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Recommend.
Yes.
There you go.
Not ghetto. You're not supposed to be like the ghetto. I do not recommend.
Yeah. 7.5 of full-blown power. Yeah, so that video is crazy. I'll try and drop some clips and things in there. That way you guys get a feel for how entertaining it is.
It is so funny, but so true.
Yeah, it's so true. And the way she explains it just keeps you listening to the entire video. Because when you start the video...
Peeenis.
When you start the video, like, I'm not going to listen to this whole video. It's 9-minute video. And you just enamored by the way she explains this stuff and the way she speaks.
Yeah, just look at her mouth and her forehead and like just everything, how she pronounces all the words.
Exactly.
So
and she sells it like she went through it. So.
Oh, this is real life.
Yeah, she even, I think at the end of the video, she explains like, I got a master's degree in getting played by men. So if anybody is speaking from experience, it's definitely her.
Yeah, you want to listen to the people who really lived it. And I believe her.
You believe her?
Yes.
There you go. All right, guys. So this is Tylor Johnson.
And this is Kelsey Cummings. Thanks for watching.
Peace.
Bye.